Yo, it's your boy back at it again. Today we're gonna react to why Lil Nas X lost 69% of his fans in 1 year. Alright, let's get it.
So back in 2019, Lil Nas X hit lightning in a bottle when he dropped the song Old Town Road. This guy came out of absolutely nowhere, sleeping on his sister's couch after dropping out of college, and suddenly he
Damn,
had the
I
biggest
remember that song, bro.
song in the entire world.
Then I find this beat on YouTube, which is the Old Town Road beat by this.
Wait, he found a beat on YouTube? Nah, no. I'm about to find the beat on YouTube too, bro.
Guy named Young Keo. And I made this song. It was like a loner cowboy running away from everything. And Old Town Road is like this path of success, and like, you know, we want to continue on this.
He paid $30 for the beat and released the track independently on
Damn,
SoundCloud.
$30.
That was back in the earlier days of TikTok, a platform that over time would gain a reputation for its ability to make unknown artists achieve hit songs.
This kind of cringe though.
This song kind of hard.
And with Nas X having a lot of experience on the internet in his teens, he already knew
Wait, this was before he turned he turned to the different team.
how to make memes and other posts go viral organically by understanding the algorithm through the best teacher, trial and error. So for months he relentlessly promoted this song through memes, trying to force a trend to get attention towards his music.
Wait, he was the OG TikTok artist. The OG TikTok artist. Oh my days, this the master, bro. He's the one who wrote the book that everybody's reading now. Like, holy wait. Now that I'm thinking of it, this guy actually changed generations. If I'm low-key thinking about it. Like, every artist are following his blueprint, making a viral song. Wait.
Putting it into memes and, you know, like kind of forcing it into the internet in a way.
Old Town Road became a meme on TikTok. People would drink something called hee-haw juice, and the song would...
Bro, I've never heard anybody drink a hee-haw juice, bro. What type of boomer shit is this, bro? Yo.
Start up, and they might be dancing in a hip-hop manner, and
yeah,
they would
bro,
jump
just
in the air
downloaded
and
TikTok
transform
yesterday.
into cowboys.
The song became a trending sound, and I really feel like the mixture of modern country over a trap beat really helped create this independent hit.
Is Old Town Road by Lil Nas X a country song? Yes. It is also a hip-hop song. It is a country trap song. It is both.
And once Columbia Records got their hands on Lil Nas and Old Town Road, they were highly incentivized to capitalize on its success, and really to make Nas a superstar while they do so.
How did you get...
Yo, no way we got this nigga presenting in front of kids from one song, bro. Is that how much power a song got? Nah, that's crazy.
I made a song about horses.
And when Billy Ray Cyrus would hop on the remix only 4 months later, it turned this bonfire into a full-blown inferno.
If you go to my past tweets, like 2 days after I put the song, like, Twitter, please help me get Billy Ray on there, because I was like, Billy Ray Cyrus would be perfect for this.
He said, hey, we got this thing, we'd love for your husband to hear it. And I actually stood up out of my chair. I stood up and go, God, I love that.
TikTok, make
That
me
dude
famous
is
then.
original.
Make me
And as
famous.
a matter of fact, this song would have several remixes, featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, Diplo, Young Thug, various BTS members, and even Mason Ramsey, the Yoda.
Yo, let me hop on the remix too, though. Let me hop on the remix too. Let's get this shit jumping. Alright, bro.
Walmart kid.
And he said he had some really great news that...
Yo, ain't no wait. Did this nigga get a fucking... Yo, did this nigga get a feature? Did this... Bro, what the fuck? This the Walmart kid, bro. Yo, what? Yo, anybody's hopping on the track, though. What?
Nas X
Yo.
invited me to be on his song.
And so for over a year, this song plagued the ears of every shopper, radio enjoyer, and really person in the world.
I just made it here in my bedroom.
I heard that shit in the fucking radio. Like, damn.
And now the whole entire planet is listening to it.
And as a result, Old Town Road would be solidified as one of the biggest songs of all time, racking up over 1 billion streams and topping the Billboard charts for a record-breaking 19 weeks in a row. This was actually enough to make it the fastest song of all time to reach diamond status. And you have to keep in mind that Nas
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, a YouTube beat, finding a YouTube beat and like, that's actually insane, I ain't gonna lie. And I don't know if it's his first song, I don't know, but like, damn, that was crazy, bro.
purchased the beat for Old Town Road for $30. and he recorded the entire thing in a closet in his sister's apartment. And really up until that time, the most notable thing he had done online was run a faceless fan page for Nicki Minaj. And
Yeah, I can see the signs. I could see the signs why he is how he is today, bro.
basically create viral pop culture memes.
Nicki Minaj fan account. Come on, bro. Who would know?
I guess I didn't realize like how
Hey, I hope they don't find my Twitter account.
great I had become at doing like internet stuff, and so people started telling me. Because I was like, is everybody not using the internet this way?
Right.
But yeah, you learn so much like subconsciously just doing the things that you do on the internet.
So for him to come out of nowhere like this was unprecedented, but not unlikely. His understanding of social media and how it played into his blow-up really cannot be emphasized.
Damn, he was chopped. He was chopped.
It's enough.
I saw you made that post on Reddit where you were like, what's that song that goes, I'm gonna take my horse to Old Town Road?
Because I knew this is what people want to search.
I mean, don't get me wrong, this was right after the era of the meme rapper, but Nas X was actually getting the numbers to back up his social media persona. Unlike other
that's kind of crazy, bro. Like, Lil Pump, I was about to say this, like, Lil Pump got the Gucci Gang with a billion views. Like, back then, meme songs were like the shit. Like, if you had a meme song, you were gonna go viral and make a lot of money, but then eventually fall off. But like, damn, that's crazy.
X, whose online antics really seemed to outshine their actual music.
Hey, bitch, Lil pumping this shit, man. I just hit 1 million, and we celebrating with a Zan cake, bitch. Ask it!
Although I will
that nigga had to go, bro. That nigga had to go, bro. What the fuck is that? Xanax cake? Bro, what? Nah.
say Old Town Road was not without its own controversy, as people started to say that he stole the entire trap country sound from a rapper named Lil Tracy, who had released a song 6 months earlier called Like a Farmer.
I got horses in my car like a farmer. Yeehaw, finna pick up your daughter.
What influenced the country? Were you a country listener? Did you listen to country, or was it just a vibe?
It was genuinely like I saw like one of these like country trappish kind of songs. I was like, damn, what if I did that but better? And you know, that's what happened.
Either way, Lil Nas X
like,
was
bro, that's like anybody who does art, bro. Like, what? Anybody who listens to like, bro, like any artist in the world listen to a song and they're like, let me do that better. Like, what? They do their own twist to it. Like, bro, what? That's called creative, bro. That's not stealing, bro. What?
Absolutely popping off. He was performing at elementary schools all around the country.
I'm not the Lil Nas X D writer, bro. Pause, but like, that's still facts, though.
But many still questioned if he would fall victim to the one-hit wonder curse that plagues so many artists, including Billy Ray Cyrus himself, at least before Old Town Road, that is.
Yeah, bro, what the flip is this ad, bro? Yeah, we gotta watch this shit, bro. We gonna watch this shit together, bro. Yeah, my bad. Yep, my bad. I don't got YouTube Premium. I don't got ad blockers, bro. Bro, what the flip is this ad? What the fuck is this ad, bro? Oh no, I gotta skip it, bro.
But on June 20th, 2019, we would see that the dude was actually bigger than one song, as Lil Nas would drop a 6-pack EP. And in that moment, he made it.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Lil Nas X, there's no way he would have been a one-hit wonder. Like, there's no way, because he was so big. Like, the first song was so popping that anything he released after that, because, bro, he got billions of billions. So even if like 10% of his listeners listen to his next song, which is completely dog shit. I'm not saying the second song is dog shit right now, but I'm just saying if he put out a second song that was dog shit, if only 10% listen to it from the hype he gained from the first song, that would be 10% of 1 billion, 100 mil, and that's a successful song. 100 mil. You see how, like, bro, there's no way he would have been known. His second song was a good song also. Was that, I don't remember, but I remember it was a good song.
Clear that he was really good at blending genres.
Bro, what the freaky ass shit is that shit, bro? That's Playboy Cardi before Playboy Cardi,
essentially
bro.
making whatever
For the vampire
sound he wanted from single to single. Nas went from something that sounded like it should be on a Scooby-Doo chase scene to soft punk rock, futuristic, alternative, and even keeping that country vibe going as well. His 7 EP was positively received by the public, and the songs Rodeo and Panini were immediately deemed as his next hit songs.
What's different between this success you're having now and the success you had with Old Town Road?
I feel like I'm much more in control of, you know?
But I ain't gonna lie, I've never heard anybody listen to that Panini song outside of their own crib, bro. Nobody's bumping that shit, bro. Hey Panini, why you being a meanie? Nah, you a clown if you listen to that. My bad, chat. My bad. But like, come on, bro.
Like, I feel like I have the reins on it.
Now, a mere 10 days after he would more or less prove that he was more than a lucky artist who caught a hit, Nas would come out of the closet, telling fans on Twitter, some of y'all already know, some of y'all don't care, some of y'all not gonna fuck with me no more, but before this month ends, I want y'all
It's okay, Lil Nas, I fuck with you, I've been a diehard stan for you since that Old Town Road, bro. I don't give a fuck, man. I'ma die with you, bro. Come on, bro. Yo, we are Lil Nas X fans, bro, and I don't care, bro.
Listen closely to Closure, a song that appears to be about someone finally accepting their sexuality, later confirming this by saying that the rainbow imagery used in his album cover should have made it obvious that he was gay.
One of your recent social media posts hinted towards you.
Yo, so niggas are gay just because they get rainbows? Like, come on, bro. Like, my whole middle school fit were like rainbow clothes, bro. Like, come on, bro. With the TDI shirts, bro. Like, come on, man. Don't do me like that, bro. I don't swing that way, bro. Come on, man.
So, revealing something about yourself in the future. And you haven't revealed that yet. And fans are pretty much clamoring to find out what that is.
I kind of revealed, you know.
You've given hints. What do you think you've revealed?
That I am gay.
Yo, I'm no, bro. Why am I laughing?
While
bro?
some obviously resented him for this, while others could kind of care less either way.
It just remind me of the. Why are you gay? You know that clip? Yo, my bad, chat. My bad. Like, bro, I'm not. Bro, damn, I know I'm gonna get canceled, bro.
Many championed him for coming out at the peak of his popularity.
Did your family know you were gay?
My dad and my sister, but the same month that I came out, I told them pretty much.
And after this, the guy was absolutely everywhere. He was making music with Cardi B, DaBaby, who was red hot at the time, and of course the real Nas, who inspired his name in the first place.
Damn, I thought that was P. Diddy, bro. Oh my days. Okay. Shit, don't wear them glasses, bro.
And at that point, it was beyond clear that he was being backed by the industry machine, and also that the music was actually good enough to keep him on this upward trajectory. He was getting billions of views and streams on these songs, not even considering Old Town Road and its 1 million remixes. It was like the dude could do no wrong and he was destined to be a pop sensation. Now around this time, Nas would fully embrace his sexuality in both his music and his performances. I would definitely consider this a transitional phase for his public image, as this was something he admits he purposely did, even when it was subconsciously trying to clap back at the haters.
Anybody that's pissed off are the exact people that need to be pissed off, you know?
And at this point, it seemed like fully embracing the villain role and kind of pissing people off seemed to be something that Nas X really started to enjoy.
You know, my videos are much more like sexual and whatnot. And you know, we used to be happy that people would be like, oh, he's not like those other gay people, like all flamboyant and whatnot. And it was like, that's not a compliment, you know?
Going from using mostly comedy online to promote his music to now also using outrage to funnel attention to himself.
So what would you call what you do? Trolling, marketing, what is it?
It's all of it. It's all of it. It's trolling, it's marketing.
Bro, this guy was the first small flipping pioneer of the trolling. I remember seeing him every day on TikTok, bro. Bro, I remember, bro. This might seem like, bro, his songs are good, bro. Especially the one in the prison. I'm not saying I'd like the video, bro. I'm saying the song. But it's like, bro, the song is good, but like, bro, I feel like every time I can't listen to it in public, bro. Like, bro. And it's like, it got to a point like I didn't listen to the song because I only see the video, bro. And it's like, it's fried inside my brain. Like, bro, I'm like I started hating the song, bro. Every time heard the song, it gave me like fucking flashbacks and PTSD, epilepsy attacks, bro. Swear to God, bro. So shit, but he do have good songs. But when he came out, I ain't gonna say that. Stop fucking with him because, bro, I got nothing against him, bro. Bro, that shit was, yo. Try to watch the video, bro. That shit is explicit.
It works.
Like if people thought he was going too far in his music videos, he would do something more outrageous on a live stage to provoke them even more.
Yeah, I
If
ain't gonna
his
lie, that's
detractors
crazy.
said that he should be a role model for kids who listen to his music, he would do everything in his power
Yo,
to push
this is
himself
a
out of that
crazy
pigeonhole.
ass
And
video, bro.
seeing all these other artists who are gay kind of just like pushed to like this box of this bowl of gay artists, and it's like you're here.
It really did seem like every single week Nas was doing something deemed controversial, but he would not find himself in real hot water until he released the music video for his song Montero, aka Call Me By Your Name, an allusion that refers to his legal name Montero Lamar Hill.
Why is he looking at me like that, bro?
Me By Your Name, an allusion that refers to his legal
Bro, why is he looking at me like that? He looks like that picture, Black Captain America, bro. I don't remember. You know the photo.
name
Like, why
Montero
is he looking
Lamar
at me
Hill.
like that, bro?
Where Nas
With that
is
smirk,
featured
bro. What you trying to do, bro? What you trying
giving
to
the
do?
devil a lap dance
Yo.
after sliding down a stripper pole to hell. This, accompanied by satanic imagery, definitely broke the internet, made a lot of people mad, while others celebrated what they saw as artistic expression. No matter what anyone thought, though, this resulted in a massive
This is
hit
a
for Lil
crazy-ass
Nas.
video,
I mean,
I
at the
ain't gonna
time, he had even more monthly listeners on Spotify than Drake. Though I should note this can definitely be a deceiving metric to gauge an artist's overall success. And he would even double down on the whole Satan thing by releasing a 97 Nike Air Max shoe with more devilish allusions and imagery, including a drop of blood cemented into every pair of shoes.
No, that's
The
crazy.
fact that it's on an Air Max 97, talk about this collab.
Yo, that's this is the most insane. I remember seeing on TikTok like people fighting for these shoes, bro. And these shoes were going crazy expensive, bro.
Collaboration and how it came about.
With my song and my video, it was kind of like the perfect matchup. We came together and like this shoe, this crazy shoe. See, look at this. Look at the blood. That's insane. It's only 666 pairs of these.
Obviously, this would outrage the Christian community even more.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like, that's kind of like mocking the Christians, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Kind of a little bit disrespectful.
People don't love it. Some people gonna be mad or whatever. Like, yeah, people already demonize who I am and put me in a painting of, okay, he's evil, he's doing this, he's doing that. So it's like, you know what? I'll take that. I'll be that, and I'm gonna make the best of it.
And Nike
this
would
really
even
shows like any publicity is good publicity, even if it's bad, good. Like, bro, he was bigger than Drake.
leverage a lawsuit against
Got his own shoe, selling for over like I don't know, bands.
Nas for
Selling
doing so.
bands.
This is about much more than shoes. Mr. Nas X, are you gay?
I'm a cut. Bro, I'm not gonna play this stupid ass game, bro.
What does this have to do with the shoes?
As this was an unofficial collaboration to say the least, and this would be the first, but definitely not the last time that Nas would go to war with the Christian community. From here, he would put out a myriad of hit songs, including Sun Goes Down, That's What I Want, Industry Baby with industry plant Jack Harlow, as well as other songs that were well received. Though at that time, he would admit that he feared that his career and overall identity would always be wrapped up in Old Town Road.
Did you ever feel like Old Town Road was bigger than you?
Yeah, definitely.
At one time
Definitely.
it was, I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ain't
This
gonna
was
lie,
some-
like if you made a song as big as Old Time Road, would you? I think you would be set for life if you just didn't even release any music after that. Like the amount of revenue that song created and is gonna create for the future is like billions of like. Do you know billions of views, bro? Billions of listens. Like, bro, you making at least 100K per month, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Even probably more, bro.
something that he had to learn to accept.
I have this on because I resented Old Town Road for so long, and it's like, no, that's a blessing, that's a gift from God. Yeah.
During these next couple of years, he would still use Twitter virality and other antics to promote his music, but for the most part, he would stay out of the limelight from 2022
Bro, I
through
ain't gonna lie, he's a high top. Everybody who has a sky top listens to Lil Nas X, and I ain't gonna lie, that's a pattern I recognize, bro.
But at the top of last year, 2024, Lil Nas definitely wanted to stoke his dimming fire once again, as he seemed to be hitting a bit of a lull in his career. I mean, don't get me wrong, the numbers were still strong, but his audience and streaming numbers, as well as his social media growth, was essentially cut in half. And this was while still releasing singles on a pretty normal basis. After all, with him being a pop artist, an album does not necessarily mean much, and I feel like his, or at least the label's strongest strategy, was to try and make every song a spectacle, meaning fuck this big body of work, we want the next big hit. And so he turned to his old bag of controversy, going even harder at Christianity directly with his song J Christ, where he is picked.
This is actually a crazy video, bro. Like, what the flip? No way he did this. No way.
Pictured as his version of Jesus Christ as well as the devil. This was clearly meant to be.
Yo, I don't know how to feel about that, but how do you Christians feel about that video, bro? I don't know how to feel about it, bro.
His next big single, his next Montero moment, if you will, but it completely struck out compared to his other songs that had controversy centered around them, and even people who weren't Christian took offense to his depiction of himself up on the cross. But once again, Nas would come from this standpoint that everyone was taking him too seriously and that he really meant no harm.
But I also didn't mean to like mock. This wasn't like a fuck you to you people, fuck you to the Christians. Like, you know, it was not that. It was literally me saying, oh, I'm back like Jesus. Like, that was like the whole thing. I'm not the first person to dress up as Jesus. I'm not the first rapper. I'm not the first artist, and I won't be the last. And I know, like, given my history with, you know, the Call Me By Your Name video, anything that I do related to religion can be seen as like mockery. That just was not the case with this.
But this time, people were not defending him the way they were before, and in turn, he would actually double down, once again cosplaying as Jesus, and this time mocking the eating of the holy bread and the drinking of wine, which in the Catholic community represents the blood and body of Christ, something obviously not taken lightly by those who believe.
And I will say though, with the communion video, with me eating the crackers and juice, I thought that video was going to be the video to lighten the mood, to take it down, like, less serious or whatnot. I thought that was something that we all wanted to do as kids or whatnot, but I didn't understand, you know, the reality of what it is. You know, it's me eating the communion, which is like the symbolism of like Jesus's blood and bones or something like that. I don't remember completely, but I do apologize for that.
Ain't gonna lie, I'm not a Christian, so I don't know how to really take this, but I kind of feel like this is kind of crazy, bro, because I feel like nobody should, like, you know, I'm not even Christian, so I'm not even gonna speak about that, but if you, like, write down your comments, write down in the comments your opinion on this. But
I will say I am sorry for that. That was overboard.
So by this point, Nas had pissed off both the Christians and the Catholics, as well as other people in general who kind of just found the entire thing to be distasteful.
And then, you know, on top of that, like, seeing like actual fans like turn and.
But I don't see, like, why would you, like, from his point of view on like marketing, I guess it's like to create an uproar, but like dressing up as Jesus, like, I don't feel like people would like look at that like, oh, that's good. That's like, I understand the devil is kind of controversial, but it's not you mocking a specific religion, like going against Christianity or dressing up as, like, I don't know, Buddha or something like that. That's crazy. That because now you're going against that specific religion. You know what I mean? So that's
like,
kind of crazy.
Why is he doing this? Why does he keep messing with these people?
This was obviously a massive blunder and a move that Nas X would regret even more than the music video itself.
Then I looked at the video with me, like, eating like the communion or whatnot, and I was like, okay, this looks really bad on paper. This thing that I thought was just like a little jokey, fun video.
And like I said before, this song J Christ was an absolute flop. This would in turn hurt the mental health of Nas X, and at this point he would definitely.
This is the song that made his downfall. You see, that's the thing, bro. When you become a marketing uh, artist who markets your song from TikTok, you want to get out of TikTok, bro. You don't want to stay at where, like, come on, bro. I'm a popping ass artist, bro. Like, if I had a hit song, I would know how to move after, bro. No, I'm not. I would never be a one-hit wonder. I promise you. Like, come on, bro. This is like, you gotta know this play. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm a coach. I'm a real coach. Like, come on, bro. Why are you staying on TikTok trying to create controversy all over? Just release your songs and keep it P and push it.
Shy away from the limelight, seemingly right after he was ramped up for his next big campaign in his career. I feel like it's kind of the same vibes of what happened with that movie Snow White recently. The audience had spoken and they weren't listening to this song, debuting at 69 on the Billboard Hot 100 before falling straight off the charts 1 week later. Comparing this to Old Town Road, which spent 49 straight weeks on the Billboard Hot 100, Industry Baby that did 41 weeks, reaching the #1 spot at one point, and even Montero that spent 35 weeks on the Hot 100, debuting at #1, this was obviously a really bad sign. Because now
Yo, I could see another universe where Lil Nas X just stays to country rap and creates that like as a own genre, like kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's a genre now, but I don't know. You know that guy Shabuti? He was on the chart for like, I don't know, a few months and was like everywhere on TikTok, everywhere on YouTube. Like you couldn't go somewhere without seeing him or hearing him in the radio like every single day. I hated that shit, bro. But he was doing the same thing, kind of like country rap. I don't know. Maybe he was just a black guy doing country, same thing. So, bro, if he stayed in there, like obviously there's a audience, so he would have gotten some way. I see a universe where he stayed on that path, became like the Weeknd in like pop, but in that genre, like I can
he
see
had
that.
all this backlash with no numbers to make it worth it.
I can say as many things as I want, but knowing my history, they look right, I look wrong.
But still, months later, he stood by his decision.
You know, bleep it out, but my haters. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna go outside. I deserve to be out here. I deserve the right to exist. Connected with something higher, and I felt like I was just having fun, and I want to get back to that, and not just like, oh, I'm gonna teach my haters a lesson. Like.
And so he would be mostly quiet in 2024, besides the occasional random release.
What are you excited about over the next, 12 months for you? What's something that's inspiring, pulling you and pushing you forward right now for the next 12 months?
I think the main thing I'm focused on is picking myself up out of this hole that I like feel that I'm in. You know what I mean?
And only a couple of weeks ago would he really begin to campaign for his new album, Days Before Dream Boy. This was released at the tail end of March, and it basically has created zero buzz online, with most of the songs besides the single Hotbox getting less than a couple 100,000 views in the first 2
he
months.
actually flopped,
in fact, I didn't
bro.
even know this album had come out.
He needs to redo that Roblox concert again, bro. Bring that shit back, bro. Maybe that shit will get the views up. No hating shit, bro. Just on like some advice, on some big bro type shit,
And even Lil Nas' social media efforts have been falling flat, with him seemingly unable to go viral.
This new pussy open up doors that ain't never been opened before. This new pussy.
Damn, doing all that for 100K,
Make the niggas fall in
200K.
love. This new don't make the bitches fall in love.
It's like he's trying his old antics, but they're not working. And this is obviously
Bro,
a
lots of
massive
sauce.
shift from the
Tie it up, Unc. Tie it
time
up.
where he could post literally anything, and it was getting millions of impressions and positive reinforcement from the internet.
What the flip?
This is your brain when you're
Man,
struggling
I
to focus.
hate fucking ads,
and
bro.
this is your brain when you're in the
I
zone.
hate ads.
But getting in the zone and staying.
Like, there's a part of you that likes a little bit of chaos. And I was going to ask you, what does positive chaos look like to Montero, and what does negative chaos look like?
I think that the thing is, it's usually when I can control it. I've lost. I don't.
Ain't gonna lie, there's no positive thing to it. The only positive is the views going up and the streams going up, but not like fans or like yeah, and the backlash is like way more. It's kind of like first impressions, Once you have a bad first impression, there's nothing. Obviously, his first impression was All Time Road, but the thing is, he created this new character or created this type of new artist when he came into the pop song type of thing, you know. And then that was his first impression with those type of songs, bro. And that shit kind of gave a bad taste in the mouth, bro. And I understand why people don't fuck with him, because obviously that gets the views up. That's why he was popping at the beginning. And now everything he released is not popping no more. And then he doubled down with the Jesus Christ on the Christian thing. Bang. That created.
I think I have the grip on controlling it.
Like, come
I
on,
feel
bro.
like it
I'm supposed to be a manager.
a
Come
lot
on,
of
man.
what it wants now, you know?
Come
And
on,
at this
boy.
point, even with this new release, his audience has been cut by over 66% since his peak. And now for Nas,
And bro, all of these monthly listeners are just listening to his old stuff, bro.
he's going to be at a very interesting place in his career. Because without the numbers, the label has already found a new shiny toy to play with. And at this point, they are going to start caring less and less about Nas X and pouring absolutely no gasoline on his career. This can obviously make it very hard to release music, hard to get the budgets he might desire to try and go viral, and overall, it's a really bad.
The thing is, bro, we understand you gay, bro, but you ain't gotta push the gayness on us, bro. That's facts, though. Like, I ain't trying to go against somebody who's gay, bro. Like, if he didn't, like, who's a gay artist who does it, like, somebody like Young Ma, bro. Young Ma is, she plays for the other team. She plays on our team, bro. But bro, she ain't here like, yeah, lick my coochie, or some shit like that, bro. What? Or I put a strap on, go crazy. Like, bro, what? No. I ain't pushing the agenda on us, bro. Like, I'm not trying to listen to a song and just hear something about sexuality, embrace it. Like, bro, I'm just trying to listen to a song to vibe. I'm just trying to vibe. Like, real shit. It's kind of like listen to a song and have, like, politics on it, bro. I'm not trying to listen to, like, somebody say, Trump is bad in the catchy melody, bro. I'm trying to just listen to a song and vibe and chill and cruise. Come on, bro. Like, I understand having a message behind it, but like, you can have a message behind it without like pushing. You can have a message behind it where you have to read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say it like straight up on your face, like smacking you in your face. You gotta like analyze the lyrics and then maybe, you know.
Place to be for him after they were likely pouring a lot of resources into his career for years.
You know, I started posting the stuff that I wish I would have seen during, like, I don't know, a lot of dark times I've been having in my own life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wanted to share that with the people and, you know, get out of my comfort zone of only being, like, the funny man.
Overall, I do think that Nas X is a talented guy who has obviously accomplished more than most in the music industry. But at the same time, with him constantly changing around his style and sound, it is hard to get a core fan base. And after a while, I feel like the antics can start to hurt your career way more than they help. Because it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf, but instead it's the guy who will do absolutely anything for attention. He also alienated his fan base with a few of these moves. And honestly, when your audience is on the younger side, they tend to move on to other artists naturally and swiftly as they age. And your only hope as an artist is that they either
every kid gotta stop watching them cartoons and start watching reality shows like drama series, bro.
age with you, or you keep bringing in new fans of that same demographic, but that is extremely hard to do, especially in pop music. You know, the genre that is most dependent on the industry machine. So yes, I want to know what you guys think about Lil Nas X and the current state of his career. If I'm being completely honest, I do think that it's only down from here for Lil Nas. I don't even know if this guy can really catch another hit. I mean, to me, it's pretty obvious that the label couldn't really give a shit about him anymore. The effects of the memes, the effects of the comedy, the effects of the controversy, it's all kind of worn off. And I just think at this point, there's really not that many people that genuinely care. So y'all let me know y'all's thoughts.
Right, if I'm gonna be honest, bro, I feel like he can do a comeback, bro, because he got a big audience, bro. A lot of people know of him. So I feel like if he just rebrand, like, stop pushing the agenda, bro, on everybody, and just like create music. Like, what happened with just creating music? And we get your message, bro. I understand music has to have a message behind it, but every message doesn't have to be your sexuality. We get it, bro. We get it, bro. You can just talk about like love songs. You can do love songs. That's alright. I ain't gonna like that. That would, like, bro, you probably would do a banger with the love songs, bro. But it's like, you know how some male love songs talk about like women and stuff, but even the women listeners can also relate to that, but from the men's point of view of like getting cheated on and stuff like that, bro. Like I mean like if okay, okay. Let me speak. Let now it sounds like I'm stupid, bro. But wait, I hope you guys understand what I mean. Like like okay, like songs where they're like the male has the story about the girl cheating on him, did him dirty and stuff like that. But also the women listeners can also understand from the male perspective and like you see, it's not like they're pushing an agenda that women are dirty and stuff like that. No, they're just telling about the experience. That's the same thing. Like he can make a love song. I don't know about maybe men, but he doesn't have to be like, yeah, I be bouncing on the dick like this every day, and then he cheated on me. Yeah, like bro, he ain't gotta do all of that, bro. He could just be like, oh, he walked away from my life or something like that, bro. I don't know, bro. Bro. Why am I even speaking on this? I ain't this manager, bro. Yeah, but that's my reaction to this. Ain't gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. Why he lost all his fans, but I understand it and I see that, to be honest. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope I see you guys in the next video. Peace.